and welcome to That's English.
Our subject today is towns and cities.
That's right. Today we take you to Richmond, a historic town near London.
We interview Ron Pritchard, Richmond's town councillor, el concejal del distrito londinense de Richmond. And he speaks about the town, about its visitors,
its history,
and its traffic. You need to know one expression before you watch. Annabelle, what's a suburb?
A suburb is an area of a town. It's not in the city centre, but it's got a lot of houses or flats. Suburb. Es una zona residencial, no un suburbio. Suburb.
As you watch the documentary, see if you can answer these questions. What does Ron like about Richmond? What doesn't he like about Richmond?
What does Ron like about Richmond? What doesn't he like about Richmond?
This is Richmond, a historic town 13 kilometres or 8 miles from central London and 15 kilometres or 9 miles from Heathrow Airport. This is Ron Pritchard, a town councillor in Richmond. Ron, you have a beautiful town. Can you describe Richmond for us?
Thank you, yes. Richmond's now a suburb of Greater London. It's about 500 years old, and it used to be a part of the medieval town of Sheen. We have a population of roughly 25,000 people, and tourists from all over the world come to Richmond whilst they are visiting London. We have people from many different countries, including France, Italy, Spain, and Japan.
The River Thames runs through the town, and Richmond's famous bridge and riverfront are very popular with tourists in the lively summer months. You can hire a boat or simply watch the world go by.
Close to the town centre is Richmond Green. This is another very popular place for visitors and residents. Nearby is a street called Old Palace Lane. It's a quiet street with very old houses, and it was here that the Royal Palace of Richmond once stood. Queen Elizabeth I was born here in 1533. Go up the road from the centre of the town, and at the top of the hill is Richmond Park. From here you get spectacular views of the River Thames and the surrounding countryside.
What are the good things about Richmond?
Well, I like the mix of the old and the new. You can walk from the 18th century to the 21st century in 5 minutes.
Are there any major problems in Richmond?
One of the major problems is the traffic. It's such a busy town because so many people want to visit Richmond. Finding a parking space can be very difficult on busy days because so many people want to come here.
Ron Pritchard, Richmond Town Councillor, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Richmond's a really nice town.
I agree. And Richmond Park is amazing. I often go there on Sundays.
So, what is the answer to our question?
What does Ron like about Richmond? What doesn't he like about Richmond?
Let's watch.
I like the mix of the old and the new. You can walk from the 18th century to the 21st century in 5 minutes.
Are there any major problems in Richmond?
One of the major problems is the traffic.
He likes the mix of the old and the new. Le gusta la mezcla de lo antiguo y lo moderno. He doesn't like the traffic.
Where are you from, Ashley?
I'm from Birmingham.
Is it like Richmond?
No, it isn't. It's not a pretty town. But it has some very nice houses. Big, old houses. Where are you from, Annabelle?
I'm from Liverpool, in the northwest of England.
What do you like about your hometown?
Oh, it has a beautiful cathedral, and the people are very friendly.
We asked a similar question to our group of English-speaking people. What are your favourite places in your hometown?
What are your favourite places in your hometown? ¿Cuáles son tus sitios favoritos de tu pueblo o ciudad natal?
My favourite place is Stanley Park, which is a beautiful park in downtown Vancouver.
My favourite place in my hometown is my uncle's farm.
My favourite place in Auckland is the beach.
I like the mountains.
My favourite part of Glasgow is a place called Alexandra Park.
My favorite part of San Francisco is the ocean because I love spending afternoons on the beach.
It's interesting to hear people talking about their favourite places in their hometowns.
That's right. There are a lot of special places in the world.
Ashley, what's this?
It's an Oyster card.
Yes, but what is it?
Ah, it's similar to a credit card. You put money on it. Then you can use it to travel all over London on the buses and on the Underground.
That's right.
Why is it called an Oyster card? Ostra. What a strange name.
Yes, very strange.
Well, it's a very nice card, Annabelle. But why are you showing it?
Because in News from the Past today, we go back to the opening of the London Underground in 1863.
Ah, now I see.
This time, we have 2 questions for you. First, what is another word for the London Underground?
¿Qué otro nombre tiene el Metro de Londres?
And the second question is, what is the name of the first line of the London Underground?
A very easy way to travel around London is to take the Underground, or Tube, as we often call it. There are 11 lines, each with a different colour. The London Underground is very big. It has 287 stations, and one of its lines is 34 miles, or 54 kilometres, long. It is also very old. It was the first underground railway in the world. Today, it's one of London's famous means of public transport. How much do you know about London? You want to go to the cinema. Where do you get off? Yes, Leicester Square. You want to go to the Tower of London. Where do you get off? Tower Hill. How about Madame Tussauds? Yes, Baker Street. The year is 1863. The date is the 10th of January. I am sitting in a station on the Metropolitan line. This is the first line on the first underground railway in the world. And today, the trains are running for the very first time. It's a very exciting day. About 25,000 Londoners are taking the tube today. Imagine, 25,000 people. You can go first class or second class. In first class, there is gaslight, and passengers can even read their newspapers. And what is the name of the station? Baker Street. And who lives on Baker Street? Sherlock Holmes, the famous detective. Oh no, what am I saying? Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of the Sherlock Holmes novels, is only 4 years old. Oh.
What is the answer to our first question? What's another word for the London Underground?
Listen again.
A very easy way to travel around London is to take the Underground, or Tube, as we often call it.
So, another word for the Underground is the tube. This is a tube, un tubo. And there is the train.
And what is the answer to our second question? What is the name of the first line of the London Underground?
Watch again.
The year is 1863. The date is the 10th of January. I am sitting in a station on the Metropolitan line. This is the first line on the first underground railway in the world.
The answer is the Metropolitan line.
In traditional Britain, modern Britain, we're looking at a report about Liverpool.
Liverpool is a big city in the northwest of England.
We compare Liverpool in the past with Liverpool today.
As you watch, try to answer the question. But first, you need to know these two words. Warehouses, almacenes, warehouses, and docks, muelles, docks. And now the question. Where in modern Liverpool can you find information about old Liverpool?
Where in modern Liverpool can you find information about old Liverpool? Now watch.
When people think of Liverpool, they often think of the great 19th century seaport at the mouth of the River Mersey. But this picture shows Liverpool in 1980. Liverpool is a city in decline, and many of its beautiful warehouses and docks are now in ruins. Today, Liverpool is once again an exciting city, and it is not living in the past. In some of its historic old docks and warehouses, there are now modern apartments, shops and cafes. Albert Dock is no longer a dirty old dock with black warehouses. It is now the home of the Tate Art Gallery and interesting new museums. At the Merseyside Maritime Museum, you can find out all about the history of Liverpool as a seaport. And there is even a museum for the Beatles, Liverpool's most famous sons. In 2008, Liverpool was European City of Culture, and the people of Liverpool are very proud of their city.
What is the answer to the question? Where in modern Liverpool can you find information about old Liverpool?
Let's watch again.
At the Merseyside Maritime Museum, you can find out all about the history of Liverpool as a seaport.
The answer is at the Merseyside Maritime Museum. Do you like Liverpool, Ashley?
I think it's a great city.
Yes, with great cafes.
Cafes? Time for a coffee?
Oh, yes, please. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.